Namaste everyone. In today's class, let us see what is the expression for force between two parallel current carrying conductors. So, for that, let us consider one conductor. So, this is a conductor and this conductor is carrying current I in this direction. So, let A be a conductor which is carrying current in this direction. So, let IA be the current carried by this conductor A. We know that when current flows in this direction according to right hand clasp rule, the magnetic field is generated around the space and the direction of magnetic field is at this point the direction of magnetic field or the magnetic field lines will go into the plane and at this point they will come out of the plane. So, using right hand clasp rule we can find out the direction of magnetic field around the conductor. So, the magnetic field lines are closed loops. So, the magnetic field lines are like this, right. So, at this point this is the direction of magnetic field. If you want to find out the direction, then you have to draw one tangent at the point. Here if you want to give the direction of magnetic field, then you have to draw one tangent here. So, this is the direction of magnetic field here. So, we can give the direction of magnetic field. So, this is the current IA. At this point, I will consider a point P here. So, this conductor is at a distance D from this point. The distance between the point P and the conductor is D. Okay. So, this is nothing but the Ampere's loop. So, this is Ampere's loop and the current carrying conductor is inside the loop. So, we can apply Ampere's circuital law. So, according to Ampere's circuital law, B vector dot dl vector is equal to mu naught into I. So, let us see at this point what is the expression for magnetic field. Before that, let us write the expression or let us write the explanation part. Consider two parallel conductors A and B. Consider two parallel conductors A and B. Let IA and IB are the currents flowing through the conductor. Flowing through the conductor. Let B is the magnetic field around the space of the conductor. Using right hand clasp rule, we can find direction of magnetic field B. Using Ampere's circuital law, Ampere's circuital law, Here we can use Ampere circuital law because this is the Amperian loop and this is the conductor. According to this law, the closed line integral B vector dot dl vector is equal to mu naught into I. So, B vector dot dl vector is B dl cos theta, which is equal to mu naught into I. So, magnitude of magnetic field is same. So, closed line integral of dl, theta is 0, cos 0 is 1, is equal to mu naught into I. So, B into integration of dl is nothing but circumference of the circle. Here circumference of the circle is 2 pi d. Here d is the distance. So, 2 pi into d is the circumference of the circle, which is equal to mu naught into I. So, B is equal to mu naught into I divided by 2 pi d. So, this is the expression for magnetic field at a point P due to the conductor A. IA is the current flowing through the conductor. Therefore, BA is the magnetic field at a point P due to this conductor. Okay. So, that is the magnetic field due to the first conductor at this point. Now, let us place another conductor in the magnetic field of first conductor. Let us consider another conductor, or another conductor is placed. This is conductor B. These two are the parallel conductors which are carrying current in the same direction. First conductor is carrying current in this direction. Second conductor, which is placed in the magnetic field of first conductor, is also carrying current in the same direction. So, this is conductor A and this is conductor B. Current flowing through the conductor B is IB. The distance between the two conductors is D. So, the second conductor is placed in the magnetic field of first conductor. So, the magnetic force will act on the second conductor. Now, let us see what is the force acting on this parallel conductor which is placed in the magnetic field of first conductor. We know that the magnetic force acting on the parallel conductor placed in the magnetic field is F is equal to BIL sin theta. So, the force acting on B due to A is FBA. So, FBA means force on B by A. Force is acting on B by this conductor by A. FBA is equal to BIL sin theta. So, FBA is equal to B is a magnetic field. Magnetic field of conductor A. So, B is nothing but BA. What is I? I is the current flowing through the conductor. So, current flowing through the conductor B is IB only. L is the length of the conductor, that is L. Sin theta. Theta is the angle between B vector and L vector. So, the direction of L is same as that of current I. So, this is the direction of L. What is the direction of magnetic field at this point? At this point, using right hand clasp rule, so this is the conductor, the magnetic field around the conductor is like this. So, at this point, magnetic field is going into the plane. So, this is the direction of magnetic field. This magnetic field B and the length L, they are perpendicular to each other. Theta is equal to 90 degree, sin 90 is 1. Sin 90 is 1. Theta is equal to 90 degree. Angle between B vector and L vector is 90 degree. So, sin 90 is equal to 1. So, FBA, force on B by A is equal to, BA is nothing but mu naught into I is nothing but IA. IA divided by 2 pi D into IB into L. So, this is the expression for force acting on second conductor which is placed in the magnetic field of first conductor. So, this is the expression for magnitude of force. So, force is a vector quantity. Let us see what is the direction of force, in which direction the force is acting. In order to find the direction of force, we have to use Fleming's left hand rule. Fleming's left hand rule. For that we have to stretch the first 3 fingers of left hand. Thumb gives the direction of force, forefinger gives the direction of magnetic field, and the middle finger gives the direction of motion of the charge, or this is current. So, this is B and this is F. So, here at this point, at point P, the magnetic field B is into the plane, right? Magnetic field is into the plane, so cross. Magnetic field, so this finger is into the plane. This is the direction of current. So, this is the direction of current. So, this middle finger gives the direction of current. Forefinger gives the direction of magnetic field. So, the magnetic field is into the plane. So, this is current I. Thumb gives the direction of force. Therefore, the force acting on B by A is in this direction. So, the direction of force is this one, force on B by A, right. So, this is the direction of force acting on B, magnetic force acting on B by conductor A. So, in conductor B also current is flowing in this direction. Whenever current flows through the conductor, there is magnetic field around the space, right. Due to the magnetic field of second conductor, the force will act on this conductor because this conductor is placed in the magnetic field of this conductor. The distance between the two conductors is same d. Okay. So, at this point, let us see what is the direction of magnetic field. So, this is conductor A. In this conductor current is flowing. So, around the space we have magnetic field. At this point the magnetic field is into the plane, and in the magnetic field of first conductor we have placed another conductor which is also carrying current in the same direction. So, this is the second conductor. Due to this magnetic field, a force will act on this second conductor, and the expression for force is this one, FBA. Now, the second conductor is also carrying current. That means, around the second conductor we have the magnetic field, and what is the expression for magnetic force acting due to this conductor on the first conductor, because the first conductor is in the magnetic field of second conductor. The distance between the two parallel conductors is d. So, at this point, what is the direction of magnetic field? Around this conductor we have magnetic field like this. At this point magnetic field is going into the plane, and at this point magnetic field is coming out of the plane. So, this is the direction of magnetic field B. So, this is the direction of magnetic field B. Direction of current is this one, right. This is the direction of current. This is the direction of magnetic field. Then what is the magnetic force, or what is the direction of magnetic force acting on first conductor due to second conductor? That is FAB. is equal to, FAB is also is equal to same BB. Here the magnetic field is due to the second conductor BB. Current is flowing in the same conductor IA into L, right. So, FAB is equal to same, BB is nothing but BA is equal to mu naught IA divided by 2 pi d. Similarly, BB is nothing but mu naught IB divided by 2 pi d. BB is the magnetic field at this point due to the conductor B. Distance is D, same. So, B into 2 pi d is equal to mu naught into I. I is the current flowing through the conductor. So, this is the expression for magnitude of force. What is the direction of force? At this point, magnetic field is coming out of the plane, current is flowing in this direction, they are perpendicular to each other. Then what is the direction of force? Direction of force is like this. So, this is the direction of force on A by B. In terms of magnitude, they are equal, right, into IAL. In terms of magnitude, they are equal, but in terms of direction, they are opposite. If two conductors carry current in the same direction, then these two conductors will attract each other. If two conductors carry current in opposite direction, then the conductors will repel each other. So, using Newton's third law, FAB is equal to FBA. This is only in terms of magnitude. In terms of direction, they are opposite to each other. If two conductors carry current in same direction, then they will attract each other. They will attract each other. If these two conductors carry current in opposite direction, one is carrying current in this direction, another one is carrying current in this direction, then they will repel each other. So, this is the expression for force between two parallel current carrying conductors. Conductors must be parallel to each other. Now, let us see what is the expression for force per unit length, that is F by L. Force per unit length, let it be F, is equal to FAB divided by L. Force per unit length, F by L is nothing but small letter f, is equal to FBA. FAB is equal to FBA divided by L. So, force per unit length F is equal to, FAB is mu naught IA IB into L divided by 2 pi d into L. L cancels, F is equal to mu naught IA IB divided by 2 pi d. So, this is the expression for force per unit length. Force per unit length. If IA is equal to IB is equal to 1 ampere and distance between the conductors d is equal to 1 meter, then F is equal to, so 1 into 1 into mu naught divided by 2 pi into d is 1. So, is equal to mu naught is 4 pi into 10 to the power minus 7 divided by 2 pi. Pi cancels, 2 1s are 2 2s are. 2 into 10 to the power minus 7. Force per unit length. So, the unit is Newton per meter. That is 1 ampere, we can define 1 ampere. So, 1 ampere is the steady current which is flowing in these two conductors which are placed 1 meter apart in vacuum, and which would experience a force of 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter. When the force between the two conductors is 2 into 10 to the power minus 7, distance between them is 1 meter, then 1 ampere can be defined as, it is a steady current which is flowing through the two parallel conductors when they are placed in vacuum or when they are placed in 1 meter apart in vacuum, and which would experience a force of 2 into 10 to the power minus 7 Newton per meter on each other. So, this is the definition of 1 ampere. So, take down. So, this is important. This may be asked for 3 marks or it may be asked for 5 marks. So, this derivation is important for the board exam. Take down.